I've never been more tired until I had kids than I've ever been in my whole life. Like, I thought I was tired before, but like, oh my God.
Hey guys, my name is Katie Enterkin, and I'm on a mission to help humans become the best possible versions of themselves and to unveil what I like to call the beautiful beast that already lives inside us all. And welcome to the podcast about everything and a little bit of nothing. I've had the privilege to talk to all kinds of different humans who have been through a plethora, I love big words, a myriad of experiences just being a human and existing. These are real conversations with real people, getting to know each other, sharing stories that make us cry, and occasionally pee our pants with laughter. We talk about all kinds of life stuff: parenthood, business, life goals, fitness, chasing your dreams, and yes, even some animal noises are involved. For more information, keep listening. This is the Unveiling the Beast podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fun episode about random crap. Have you ever felt the urge to eavesdrop on a conversation between two people on a blind date? Well, this is the episode for you. I got to chat with a total stranger, Shelbi Lawrance, and we had never met anywhere except Instagram before this conversation, so it was seriously like a blind date. We talked about being overwhelmingly tired as a parent, overwhelmingly is a word, and even showed each other close-ups of our wrinkles. We swapped life stories and stories from our younger drinking days, and we shared some of our kids' poop stories. Yeah. Therefore, if you have a sensitive tummy, I do not recommend listening all the way through. We finished our chat off with discussing our favorite TV shows and, of course, a tiny nugget of life wisdom. As always, I hope something lands with you today. I hope something you hear tugs on your heartstrings, and or I hope you laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hanging out with Shelbi Lawrance, and we're total strangers.
It's true. She asked if anybody wanted to be on her show, and I just left an Instagram comment saying I'm in, and that was that.
That was that. And so I thought it'd be fun. Like, I started looking on your page, and I saw that you're a YouTuber, and I thought it'd be fun to, like, stalk you a little bit just so I know some things to ask. But then I was like, wait, this will be more interesting if I know absolutely nothing about her. So it's like we're on a blind date.
Oh my gosh. The only blind date I ever had was, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you said interesting stories. That's a story. So,
tell me.
So, when I was in high school, I was in this relationship with this guy. All 4 years of high school, pretty sure I was going to marry him. Oh yeah, like that whole thing. We get to the end of senior year, and he breaks up with me. So I'm just like heartbroken. So I go to all my friends, and I'm like crying, like, what should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And so for a couple months, my friend is like, well, why don't you just date around? Like, see if there's someone else out there that you like. Like, so I do that. And there used to be a site called Meet Me. We would go on there. Well, this guy I had met on Meet Me, we meet up, everything's going great. And he tells me, you know, I totally get like this friend zone vibe from you, and I'm cool being friends with you, but I have a friend that you would be perfect for. Did you want to meet him? And of course, being like 18 years old, I'm like, yes, like that sounds amazing. Like tell me about your friend. He's telling me like, this guy likes dogs. I love dogs. So I'm like, cool. That's all I need to know is he loves dogs. Let's do it. So we meet up at this restaurant. The whole time we're sitting there, the whole time, everything he says is him telling me about his ex-girlfriend and how much he loved her and how they broke up and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, okay, did you come here to go on a date with me or talk about your ex? Like, so I was just like, okay. And I'm sure I said some things about my ex too, just trying to make conversation because I wasn't sure what to do. And so finally I told him, you know what? I think I left my phone in the car. I have to go get it. And I just got up and left. Like, and I went home, and a couple hours later, he like texted me saying, hey, like, are you still here? Like, no, dude, it's been like 2 hours. Like,
oh, It sounds like he was just looking for some rebound action.
Yeah, I kind of, after I dated around a while, I was kind of like, maybe I should not meet strangers. Like, maybe that would.
Except for me.
I mean, well, this is a little different. Also, I never been on the podcast before, so I was like, what could it hurt to at least try it out once, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and just so you know, like, the only people really that listen are like my close friends and family, and then whoever you want to listen. So when whoever I interview does the advertising for themselves.
I know I already talked about it in my vlog that's upcoming. I'm super excited. And I told my sister.
If you want, go ahead. Sorry, I think there's a delay.
Oh, I already told my sister and my best friend, I'm like, guys, I'm going to be on a podcast. And I'm like telling them all about it.
That's so cool.
I know, I'm so excited.
I was going to say, I post them on YouTube too. So if you want a copy of it and you want to put it on your YouTube channel, you can.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I actually have two, so I'll probably put it on, because I have one that's like my vlog channel where I just do the stuff where I just hang out with my family all day, and then I have another one that's called My New Adult Life, where it's just like trying to, so far it's just like makeup and like ranting and me trying to give life advice. But then I watch back and realize how much I ramble, and I'm like, wow, I don't know if people are going to understand this at all. So, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me first, like, a little bit about you, and then how you got into vlogging and starting your YouTube channel. I saw that you have like over 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, ooh, she's famous. Like anything over 500, you're famous.
I'm just kind of an average girl. I like to do like makeup and hair and my nails and stuff when I have time, or energy, which is almost never, because with two kids. And then, let's see, I love pizza. It's the best food in the world. I love dogs. I've been trying to get more into like exercising. I'm just trying to find something that I like.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been trying to also work exercises like into like when I clean, like when I unload the dishwasher, I'll do like squats and stuff.
Heck yeah.
Hey man, every little bit helps.
Clean dishes and some round booty.
Yeah. And then let's see. I love horror movies. Like, I'm a huge horror movie girl, but I also love like sitcoms and like stupid stuff that is so common and like everybody can watch it, that it's just, I don't know. And then how I got into YouTube, it was kind of when I was in high school, YouTube kind of first came out and everybody was like obsessed with it and watching it all the time. Mm-hmm. And there came a day where I was just like, I really like doing makeup, and there's tons of girls on here who do makeup, so I could do makeup too, like, and put it on a video. So I just started doing it. And then I started realizing like, yeah, but all these girls are way better at makeup than me. Like, so then I kind of switched to like making horror movie related content for a while. And that's where a lot of my 1,000 subscribers came from. And now I think once I took like a long break from YouTube, mainly because my camera broke. And then after my camera broke and I got a new camera, my laptop broke. So I was like, So then when I came back, now it's mainly like the subscribers, it says that they're still there, but I don't think as many of them watch me as they used to. I think if I would have just kept going and been able to not take the break, but at the same time, there's part of me that thinks everything happens for a reason. So maybe I needed the break and didn't know that, like, but yeah.
That's been my thing. Like, this podcast is the first consistent thing I've ever done with Beautiful Beast. And Beautiful Beast Within has been around since 2015. Well, that's when I got the idea for it. But the podcast is the first consistent thing every single Monday, except for the Monday after the New Year that I've done. And I'm like, okay, so now instead of doing sporadic YouTube videos, why don't I try doing one of those every week, along with, because I'll post a video and then put it with a blog article. So it's the same topic, but, some people like to watch, some people like to read. So
yeah,
just consistency.
That's kind of how it is with my YouTube. It used to be super sporadic, but like after I had kids, it kind of like became like my hobby. Like at the end of the day when they're in bed, it's at least now you'll know I'll upload at least once a week. There's not like a schedule because with well, I'm sure you know with the kids, sometimes things don't always go as planned. So it's not like, okay, on this day at this time, blah, blah, blah. Like, and because I'm a stay-at-home mom, it's like, it's going to be out there at least once a week. There's going to be something,
Yeah.
Now, my new adult life channel, I don't keep up on that one as much, even though I probably should, because it would probably give me an outlet for like, I curse a lot sometimes. I'm going to try not to, but like
you can curse on here. This is an explicit show, so.
Oh, shit, okay. That makes me feel better. I was like, should I curse? Like, what can I say? Like, so.
You be you. That's all I want. That
makes me feel better. Oh, okay. So anyways, but yeah. Is it just me? Okay. Have you noticed this too? I was going to start talking about energy drinks because like, I'm a girl who loves her energy drinks. So, have you ever noticed this? I've never been more tired until I had kids than I've ever been in my whole life. Like, I thought I was tired before, but like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know I'm not the only one. I thought I was like I see all these girls on Instagram and they have their hair and their makeup and their nails and everything. I'm like, girl, did you wake up at and they talk about waking up at 5 a.m. I'm like, my kids wake up at 9 and I barely wake up like 20 minutes before that. Like, I don't know. I don't think I could wake up at 5.
I am one of those crazy people that wakes up at 5.
I mean, for some people, that's the thing. I've noticed that. There's some people who they can wake up super early, but I'm the type of girl that I'm a night owl. I stay up super late. Like, I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm always more productive like after my kids go to bed than yeah. I've noticed that.
That's probably what it is you're productive after they go to bed. I'm productive before he wakes up.
Yeah.
Once he wakes up, all my work is done for the day. So
I've noticed that. And it's hard trying to do stuff while they're awake because I've tried that too. And sometimes stuff will get done. Like, I'll get really lucky and I'll be like, oh my God, I cleaned the living room and the kitchen. And I'm cleaning my kitchen and the living room is just like a mess. There's stuff everywhere. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least the kitchen is clean. And then I realize, oh, wait, I have to make dinner. So,
Yeah. Before you had kids, were you a clean freak?
No.
Okay, I was. I had to let go of that. I'm still letting go of it.
Although I will say I was that person who I wasn't, I don't want to say I wasn't a clean freak. Like, I wasn't, because like I could leave like a basket of clean clothes sitting there for like weeks and just wear clothes out of the basket, or like leave a couple dirty dishes in the sink and it'd be fine. But like, if I spilled something or anything like got on me, I'd be like, no, I need a shower right now, or I know I need to wipe this up right now. And like with kids, it's like by the end of the day, it's always like, okay, why am I sticky? What is this? Like, what's going on? Kids are crazy.
Yeah. How old are yours?
My son turned 2 on the 12th, and my daughter turned 3 on December 28th.
Okay, cool. My son is 2 years and 7 months on the 12th.
Oh.
Yeah, he was born June 12th.
I realized I told you about myself, but you didn't really tell me a lot about you.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
So, hi, my name's Katie, and I'm going to be 35 in April. OMG. And I have the wrinkles. I don't know if you can see them. You see them? No. Yeah. She's like, okay. Yep, that's it.
I got them too, so.
Nice. I got these 2 right here. I don't know if you listeners can't see them, but the eyebrow ones.
Oh, yeah, right here.
And like they're stuck there now. Do you see them? So people think
I got those, all the time. I got like, one in the middle. So when I do like this, it looks like a butt.
Like a butt. I've been married for 5 years to my wonderful husband that I met on AOL Instant Messenger when I was 15. And we've been together for 11 years. And I don't know. What do you want to know about me? No one's ever asked me about me.
I know that's what I was, when you said to tell you about myself. I don't know. There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot that goes into like people. So when people ask that, I'm like, what do I say? It's so weird. I don't know. I always feel like people always ask those basic questions like, what do you do for fun? Like, I don't know, like fun stuff? Like, what do you want me to say?
Things that make me smile? I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
People are weird.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes... Go ahead.
My highest value is kindness. Be kind to other people. And my second highest value is self-care, even though I don't always follow it.
Yes, I agree.
I just think...
I try to be nice when I can. Sometimes it's hard. I was that girl who, especially, I don't know why, I was so angry. I was such an angry person before. I don't know why. Like, a lot of stuff happened. And so I used to be that person who I just waited for it. Like, you did one thing I didn't like, I was going to pop off. But, like, why? Like, I realized that made life so hard. Like,
yeah,
it's just easier if everybody's just nice.
Yeah. And it's hard to find other nice people, I think, these days.
It really is. Like, the world has changed so much.
I'm one of those people, like, I smile at everybody that walks by me or drives by me, or maybe not drives by because I'm looking at the road. But you know what I mean? Like, in the grocery store, if you make eye contact with somebody, I smile at them, and most people don't smile back. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm still going to smile at you because I'm nice.
I had a lady the other day. I'm the type of person that I tried to make this rule for myself. If I'm out in public, I have to compliment one person, just trying to be kind and like make good, you know? And I complimented her shirt and she looks at me and goes, "What do you want?" Like,
whoa.
I just said you had a nice shirt. Like, I don't want anything. Like, ugh. People are crazy.
It's sad. It's sad.
It is.
I also love to make people laugh.
Same.
I love making people laugh. Most of the time I'm just making myself laugh because I break number rule. I break rule number 1 all the time, which is don't laugh at your own jokes. Fuck that. I'm going to laugh at my own jokes.
Same. Oh my God. Half the time, like, okay, I love to make people laugh. And when I was a kid, like, or I'm sure you remember this because we were probably both kids at the time. Jackass was like a big thing back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my God. So my thought was, if I can make my friends laugh by doing like, not as crazy as like Jackass stuff, but kind of like that, then that's awesome. I can't tell you how many, like, I felt like I have a scar on my chin from like falling, trying to do stuff to make my friends laugh and just being stupid and dumb. And like half the time, like nobody was laughing at it except for me, but like, it is like there was one time I jumped off a table and my pants fell down, except we were in the middle of school and everybody was like staring. And I'm just like standing there laughing and everybody's just like, "Girl, pull your pants up." And I'm like, it's funny. Why is everybody freaking out? This is funny stuff. Like, it's not like I'm naked under here. I have underpants on. Like,
that would be funny stuff to post on YouTube.
Right? I wish YouTube was as big as it is now, and I wish I would have had a camera back then because I was always doing such like weird things.
Nice.
Oh man,
I was thinking of starting a segment on my YouTube channel called Back in the Day on Wednesday.
Oh my God, you should do that.
I'm taking all my old videos of like barking out the car window and stupid shit just to make people laugh and putting it up there.
Oh my God, I have to find it, but I have a whole notebook of stuff like that me and my friend wrote out, like legit pranks we could go into public and do. Like, we wrote out one, like, where we're going to pretend our car is broken down and just have, like, this really, like, obviously, like, I wasn't confident enough at the time. I'd probably do it now, but I thought we need to get, like, this super hot girl, like, super, super hot girl. Make her stand outside, pretend our car's broken, and wait for a guy to pull over. And when she turns around, have her crotch stuffed with a sock. So it looks like she's she's a guy, and then see his reaction.
That'd be funny.
And different stuff like that. And I was just like, we need to do this. If I can find that notebook, I still want to try some of those things and like see what would happen. But like we never wound up doing any of it. Like we would come up with all these ideas and never wound up doing any of it.
You should go do it now.
I should. I have to find that notebook.
You should. And it'd be funny if you made one whole episode dedicated to just reading the things out of the notebook.
Oh my God.
Be like, here's what this channel's going to be about. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Stay tuned.
Ooh, Jackass 4.
Yeah.
All girl version. That's what I should do. I should just make that's what I should do. Like a whole channel just dedicated to only that.
Yes. And I'll get all 2 of my friends to watch it. Just kidding. Just kidding, friends that I didn't include.
Okay. Now that's got me like thinking about where it could be. Oh my gosh.
Well, when you find it, you text me right away.
I will.
And be like, girl, I found it.
Oh my God, dude, I'll even send you pictures of the stuff. Because we drew, like, we would draw, like, legit diagrams of what we do, like, illustrations. I don't know whose idea that was, but, like, whoa. See, what other kind of weird stuff did I do as a kid? We came up with a drinking game called King of the Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you know, at 18 or 19, I probably shouldn't have been drinking anyways, but we came up with it because across from her house, there was this building in this parking lot. And in the parking lot, for the longest time, they had this giant pile of dirt, this giant ass pile of dirt. And the building wasn't being used for anything, so we assumed that's why they just left the dirt there because nobody ever went there. So King of the Mountain was, and this is the one time we were actually going to do it and actually film it because her dad went and bought us all the drinks, everything that we would have needed. And we're just like, yes. And her brothers were going to like let us use their little, like, you remember the flip cameras?
Yeah.
We had those and we were going to use one. And basically what it is you're going to take 2 people, get them both like tipsy drunk, and then have like, I don't remember the amount of shots you're supposed to take, but we're supposed to stand at a table and line up a bunch of shots, take all those until we're like, and then get a giant cup of beer and try to run up the hill. And whoever gets to the top of the hill without spilling their beer or throwing up chugs the beer and then runs down and is found King of the Mountain. So we were going to film it. We got all the stuff ready, whatever. We wake up the next day and it's gone. The mountain is gone.
Oh.
And I was just like, the one time we were going to do something.
Oh, and you didn't go find another mountain.
No, we tried. There was some in other places, but we didn't have cars at the time. And so we're like, it's kind of a long walk or a long bus ride. Like, do we want to go all that way with all our stuff? Or like, I don't know. But we did, all the drinks did wind up getting drank by us, though. I will say that we did not waste them. Yeah, let's see. What other...
That's a good question to ask you. What's your favorite drinking story? Of not like anything violent, of course, but, you know, doing something dumb or silly or... Okay,
I got one. This actually, technically, I had just gotten to the party, and there's a bunch of other people already drinking, so I'm like, all right, well, I have to catch up now. So I'm sitting in the front yard on the patio, drinking, like, the stuff I brought, trying to catch up to everybody because I knew as soon as I got in there's going to be more, so I might as well drink mine before anybody takes any of it and be caught up. I'm sitting out there and these 2 girls rush out the door, rush out into the yard, and this is 2015, so there was a big drought going on back in the day. I'm sure you remember that in California. And out of nowhere they're both sobbing, crying, and I'm like, what happened? Like, was there a fight? Like, are people okay? I'm just like sitting there watching because I don't know what's going to happen. Like, all of a sudden, one drops to her knees and throws her arms in the air and starts yelling, the drought is over. And I'm like, is it? Like, the drought is over. Okay. And then I just went back in the house and...
Was it raining or something?
No, I don't know what happened.
Oh.
It was the summer.
You're like,
and
I still don't know.
And I went in the house and everybody just continued to drink and do whatever they were doing. And then that was that. Oh, I got one. This happened after we were leaving the party, and everybody was just like, they had a couple people stay around that were sober, obviously, because people needed rides home. And they told me, get in the car, Shelby. And I'm like, nope. They're like, get in the car, you're done, go home, like, get in the car. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I get in the car. We're driving around town, and I don't remember this, but I was told, because the 2 up front were sober and the 3 in the back were not. The 2 sober people, they said they keep leaning back to all of us saying, okay, like, does anybody need to go to the bathroom? Like, every time we stopped somewhere, because we stopped at a couple stores and then at the other people's house, and I was the last to be dropped off, and they kept turning around back to me saying, do you need to go to the bathroom? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. You sure you don't need to go to the bathroom? Yes, I'm okay. All right. They get me home. I get in my house. And the girl said the next day she woke up, goes out to her car to go to work, and her whole car smelled like pee because I had sat there and peed myself in the car.
Dang. And you don't remember it?
Mm-mm. Well, it's been a long time since I got that drunk. But I don't think I could handle being that drunk anymore because I don't drink that much anymore. I feel like once you get old, like, stuff gets harder.
Yeah. And when you have kids.
Oh, yeah, no. I think after, like, 2 glasses of wine, if I have any at all, like, I'm good. Like, I don't need any more. I can sit and chill and listen to my music and goof off and do whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dang. All right.
I have a good story.
Oh, do tell.
I have videographic evidence. It was a party at my brother's house. He lived with his girlfriend, and her mom used to let us drink there. She was one of those, why not drink here instead of on the street? You know, those kinds of
moms. Like, as long as you're in the house.
Yeah. So in the video, you can see me laying on the floor going, why did God make me so ugly? I remember doing it, but I didn't remember that it was on video until I watched it. I think I still have it somewhere, but I'm afraid to watch the rest of it.
There was one day, I know we recorded it. I don't know what happened to my old computer because it's on the old computer, but we recorded with my sister and one of her friends. We got drunk one night in her bedroom, and we literally recorded just a whole thing of us just making up random songs while we were drunk. And I remember watching it back and thinking, like, damn, like, these songs don't make sense, but if we were drunk, these would be bangers, like, because drunk people don't care, like. But yeah, all I remember is the acoustic guitar. None of us knew how to play, but in our drunk minds, we thought we sounded amazing. Oh my God, it was crazy. We were talking about how people were knights and how people were from England. And let's see, I remember something else about butterflies, but like, yeah, it was just all over the place. We were. Oh man.
I have a story for you.
Okay.
It actually happened last night. So I'm a personal trainer, and I was training somebody in my garage gym, and I was making her do burpees. You know what burpees are, right?
Yeah.
So I was making her do burpees, but behind her, she had dumbbells sitting on the ground. So I'm like, move forward a little bit. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So she moved forward, moved the dumbbells out of the way, kept doing burpees. And then we did another exercise called snatches. And I was doing them with her. We dropped our weights, and then we started doing high knees, but with like a wide stance instead of like this. It was like this. My dumbass left the dumbbell right next to me, and I landed on the dumbbell, and my foot went, and I tore a ligament in my ankle, in my foot. So hold on, I'm going to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show her my foot. I just got a cramp in my ass when I did that. Yeah, so that's my story of the day. But it didn't hurt when it happened, which was shocking because we heard a crack and a snap.
Wow.
I was like, why doesn't it hurt? Am I in shock? Why doesn't it hurt? And it didn't hurt all night, and I was walking on it fine. And then this morning I was like, oh my God, I can't walk. So I waited all night to go to urgent care. Yep. And they gave me a cane. The end.
Hey, if worse comes to worse, you can, like, if you need to defend yourself, beat people with your cane.
Exactly. I already decorated it too. Where'd I put it? I think it's out there. Whatever. I decorated it with stickers like a 12-year-old.
Hey, sometimes you just need to put glittery unicorn stickers on stuff and let that be that.
Exactly. Of course, I put a beast sticker on there.
That's good. Well, I mean, branding.
Yeah, exactly.
So my son, I took him to the doctor today for his 2-year checkup. And he was fine until we got into the room that the doctor comes in, and then he started remembering everything. But until then, I had to at least chase him down 3 different times because he was going down all the hallways. He was in every room trying to talk to everybody. And finally, when the doctor came in, all we had to do was tell him Superman would do this. And so he was just like, all right, I'm game. Like,
nice.
I will do this. Like, and it helped that he had Pugu, which he has this little baby penguin that he loves, Pugu, or Poopquin, whichever one he decides to call it that day. But yeah, we just showed him everything we were going to do on him, but we did it first on the Pugu, and he was cool with it. So if you ever take your kid to a doctor, bring a stuffed animal so you can show them exactly what the doctor's going to do first.
That's a good idea. In my case, it'd probably be Woody or Buzz. Yeah. We should talk about parenting stories because I'm sure you have a shit ton of them, and I know I do. And he's only 2.5, so.
I do. I know exactly how to kick us off. So my daughter was about 1.5 years old at this point, and we took our 2 kids to the park because I thought, it's a nice day. It's summer, fresh air. And since we live in an apartment, we don't have, like, a lot of grass. So I was like, take him to the park, let him run, like, do whatever. And she finds a stick, and she carried that stick with her through the entire park. The stick came down to it. I guess she decided in her mind it was her friend. She loved the stick. We're getting in the car, and the stick breaks.
No.
Out of the park, surrounded by a bunch of other people, and she starts yelling, "My dick! I broke my dick!"
How old was she?
1.5 years. So everybody was like looking at us, and I'm just like, oh, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Just a child
I broke my dick. That's so funny. It's funny how kids pronounce things like chocolate milk. My son says fucking nook. Honey, you want some? And I never repeat it back like that because, you want them to learn the word. So he'll ask me, Mommy, fucking nook. I'm like, you want some chocolate milk, honey?
Have you seen the Sparkling Wiggles videos back in the day from YouTube?
I have not.
Okay, so it's this little girl. Well, there's multiple of them, but the first one I ever watched, I think I was around that age where I was just out of high school. This little girl could not pronounce Sparkling Wiggles. She said, fucking. And I was like, and her parents kept telling her, no, say Sparkling Wiggles, say it. And she's like, she kept saying it, or the fork, the kid who couldn't pronounce fork.
I'm guessing it was.
Yeah. And then the kid couldn't say dump truck either. So the mom goes to him, go to your dad and say, hey, what's up, dump truck? And he walks over to his dad and he looks at his dad and goes, what's up, dumb fuck? And everybody just starts cracking up laughing. And I'm just like, dang. And at the time, I'm like, someday if I'm a parent, I'm never going to teach my kid that. And then I realized, like, sometimes when they mispronounce stuff, if it's funny, I, like, catch myself, like, trying to get them to say it again because it's funny.
Yeah. And it's funny because over time they usually self-correct because they hear you say it enough. But my kid, nope, it's still fucking nook. Honey, you want some chocolate? Fucking. I'm like, where did you even learn that? We don't cuss in front of him, especially my husband. My husband doesn't cuss at all. Weirdo. Love you, honey.
I try not to, but, like, I don't know if it's just, like, ingrained in my brain because for so many years, like, I just heard it growing up because, like, school is bad, man. Like, have you heard the way high school kids talk?
Not lately.
From what I've heard, because one of my younger cousins still goes in school, they talk worse than I talked when I was in high school, and I was bad. Like, I mean, this is the thing. I'm trying not to teach my kids that kind of stuff, but I kind of feel like once they get to school, it's just going to be, like, worse. They're just going to learn worse at school anyways.
Yeah.
Sad to say. All right, so going back to parenting stories. I got one. It's a poop story.
Poop stories are good.
Stories. So,
ladies and gentlemen, if you have a sensitive tummy, now's your time to check off, whatever.
Yeah. My daughter, I just had her. She was a couple months old. She had colic, so she would scream and cry.
Aww.
So one of the ways I would get her to sleep is if I could like go drive. I don't know if it was like the vibrations of the car like helped or what, but I was driving around and I thought, I'll go to Walmart. It's 3 a.m, but I could go walk around Walmart. I had to carry her the whole time because as soon as I got her out of the car, she woke up and was not happy, but I did not mind. All of a sudden, I'm carrying her. We're walking through Walmart. I start smelling this smell, and I'm like, where is the smell coming from? Like, I just changed your diaper before I put you in the car. Where is the smell coming from? So I'm like, well, I better go check because it's probably coming from her. I'm getting into the bathroom of Walmart. I walk past the mirrors, and I see a huge wet spot all the way up her back, and I'm just like,
oh, no.
I had to walk back out of the thing because, like, I had my diaper bag, but I didn't put any extra clothes in it because I wasn't thinking, like, oh, what if this happens? I had to go buy her a whole new outfit, throw the old one away, clean her off, and put the whole new outfit on her, like, on the Walmart sink. Like, and then, oh, man, it was weird. And, like, I'm standing there trying to do it, and the workers are coming in trying to clean, and I'm like, oh, sorry, like, my kid shit herself, like, what? And then there was the time of, like, this one is actually kind of gross. I'm sure you've changed many of poop diapers in your life.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we were changing my daughter. I was at my grandma's house, and we have her on the bed, and we're just standing there talking. The next thing I know, she had gas, and so I'm, like, trying to help her, like, get her gas out of her tummy and everything, changing the diaper. And the next thing I know, I went like this, and I just, like, rubbed her tummy like this. And as soon as I did, I felt this, like, spray of warmth on my face, and I was just like, what is that? And I go and I turn around to look in the mirror of my grandma's vanity, and I literally have, like, a splatter of shit all down my face, and I'm just like, you shotgun charted me.
Shotgun charted. Oh my god. Wow. Hashtag parenthood.
Right. And at the time I thought it was so disgusting, but, like, I look back on it now and I'm like, now I've been thrown up on, I've been bled on, I've been peed on, I've been pooped on. Like, if they did that to me now, I'd be like, ooh, a facial. Like,
oh yeah, rub it in. I remember changing my son once. I think he was like a month old. You know, when the poo is still like this
runny.
Yeah. So he had a blowout, and I go to change him, and I lift his legs up. You know, you lift both legs up at the same time. And my parents hear me go, oh! And they're like, what? I'm all, he's still going! I'm like, and then I, like, wipe that part off, and I stick another diaper under him, and he's still going. I'm like, what? You're full of shit. I think it was like 4 diapers. But it was like, oh my God, he's still going. What do I do? You stand there and you hold it and you let him finish. You need a magazine, sweetheart?
It's like, oh my God, that's happened to me so many times. There was one time I was wiping my son off, and I thought he was done. He was maybe a couple weeks old at this point. All of a sudden, my hand's down there, and it just starts going again. And I'm just like, oh, cool, right when my hand's down here. Okay, thanks. Like,
what are some good tantrums that your kids have had? Like, like over stupid shit.
Okay, we were in Save Mart one time, and they had the little $10 little toy fake Hatchimal things. Mm-hmm. And my daughter saw one and was like freaking out because she grabbed one and took off running, tried to run out of the store with it.
Oh, no.
So I'm chasing her. My grandma's with me. She's trying to chase me and my daughter in, like, with the cart with my son in it. She's yelling at me, like, trying to tell me how to catch her. And I'm like, I don't need you to yell. Like, I know what to do. This has happened before. Like, I'm good. She all of a sudden stops because she sees a guy. I don't know who she thought he was or what, but she stopped where she was at and turned around and looks at me and goes, he's a bad guy. I'm done now. Hands me the Hatchimals. and was like, I'm done. And I said, you want to go back in the cart? And she goes, yeah. I don't know what.
That's
like,
creepy.
Looked like someone or like what happened. Like to me, he just looked like an average dude. So I don't know if it was something she saw on TV and it like reminded her of that.
Oh, maybe. That's creepy though, because kids have really good intuition.
Yeah.
So after that, you're probably like,
and at that
who
point,
are
my grandma was already like checking our stuff out to leave, and my grandma was like, "Please, let's just go." Like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, kids shouldn't act that way in a store. But I'm like, okay, but they're toddlers. Like,
yeah. How are they supposed to? They don't even know how to regulate their emotions yet. What are they supposed to do?
Okay, let's see. Any good ones from my son? My son's not a huge tantrum thrower, surprisingly.
That's good.
He's more of a, like, if I leave the room, he like will freak out. He doesn't like me being in another room from him. But
oh, that's right. He's a mama's boy, huh?
Yeah, I kind of take that from me being like a stay-at-home parent, like, because my husband usually works nights. So during the day, so my husband at night is gone. So I'm the one putting them to bed. If they wake up, I'm the one getting them. But during the day, my husband's asleep. So I'm the one always here. So I think that's probably why he like freaks out, because for most of his life, I'm just the one that's always there. So when I'm not there, it's like scary, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
He's getting better now. Usually he'll freak out for a couple minutes and then just calm down once he gets distracted with something. I mean, he's going to have to... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say he's going to have to learn to get over that at some point, because what happens when he goes to school?
Yeah, it's not going to work there. I was just going to say my son's a daddy's boy. Everything, once my husband gets home, I don't exist. So I like take all the baby snuggles I can during the day, because I know once daddy gets home. And I feel kind of bad because, you know, he works all day and I know I want to give him like an hour break, and we both work. Yeah. I think stay-at-home mom is the hardest job on the universe.
Oh my God, no. Like, I can't tell you how many times I always set up this plan of, I'm going to go top to bottom, clean my entire house in this one weekend, because that's when my husband's off. I'm like, you're here, you can help me, we can clean this entire house. By the end of the weekend, I'll maybe have cleaned one room and it's not even all the way finished. And I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I can't just, like, I'll get all the deep clean stuff, but it's like, as soon as we are done scrubbing down, like, the toilet or the sink or the carpets or whatever, like, everything just comes back out. The only time I think I've ever been able to do it from top to bottom was about a year ago. My kids went to visit my family down in Modesto, which is like an hour away from me. And that's the time it was clean from top to bottom. It was clean from top to bottom like that for probably 4 hours. And then I woke up and was like, I need pancakes. Therefore, no more spotless from top to bottom.
Yeah. I saw your post that said, I like to clean the kitchen so that I can go cook in it so I can clean it again.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Story of my life.
See, since I've had a kid, I've become I shouldn't say since I've become a kid. I've kind of been a selective clean freak. So my room's always been kind of messy, but my kitchen has to be spotless. So when I say I'm getting over being a clean freak, it's really like all the public areas in my house have to be clean.
That's my thing. I at least try to. And with kids, you at least, even if it's like minor picking up, you're going to have to do some form of cleaning at the end of the day, always. Or beginning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Especially,
otherwise, it'll just be like a tornado.
It's kind of like that right now, because I totally forgot about his doctor's appointment until like the last minute. And my husband was like, hey, you know, he had a doctor's appointment this morning, right? And I was like, he did. And he was like, yeah, it's in like 10 minutes. Are you guys going to go? And I was just like, no. And so my husband's like, hold on, like, I'll call and reschedule. Like, you're good. That's why we went later. Otherwise, everything down there probably would have been more cleaned up, because I was like, I'm always that type of person that if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it more towards their bedtime. That way they're cranky and can lay there and be trying to go to sleep while I'm cleaning. Yeah.
I was on my way when you told me that you were going to your son's doctor's appointment. I was on my way back from urgent care. I was like, oh, I was just there. I don't know why I told you that, but there you go. Random thought.
That's okay. I'll give you a random thought. You told me to think of life advice, right? I procrastinate. I literally did not think of it until 10 minutes before we got on the podcast.
Really? Should I ask the question now?
Okay, yeah. I'll ask you one last thing. Watching any good TV shows or no? Are we not TV people?
We're behind on the shows that we do like, which are Grey's Anatomy and Walking Dead. But we're behind, I think, 2 or 3 seasons on both of them, just because it's all about Cars and Toy Story and Monsters, Inc.
Oh, no, that's okay.
And, Pixar, Disney Plus.
I've become obsessed with, well, okay, I shouldn't say obsessed. I've been trying to watch Sons of Anarchy for over a year, like the whole thing. I'm finally on 7, but it's hard because after my kids go to bed and I'm trying to clean, like I have to go back and, because there's a lot of details in that show, so you have to go back and rewatch stuff, or some parts of it won't make sense. But I really wanted to watch Mayans, and my friend told me I couldn't watch Mayans unless I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy first. So
what's your all-time favorite TV show?
Oh, it's hard. I watch a lot of TV. Probably Degrassi. Do you remember Degrassi?
I remember it, but I've never seen it.
Oh my God, I love that show. It's like so after school especially, and so cringeworthy, but like totally, like I've watched, well, except for like the very new seasons, I watched almost up all the way through season 10, like all of them, all the way. Even all the cast changes, which at the time when it was new, I hated, but learned to love. I don't know.
So I have one question to ask you that I ask everybody at the end of each show, and that is, if you had one piece of advice that you could give to the world, what would it be?
That meant to be doesn't always mean forever. Sometimes it means this person is just meant to be in your life for that time, so they can teach you something or help you grow or help you along on your journey, and then they're meant to leave.
That's good. I never thought of it that way before. What made you think of that 10 minutes before?
Well, we were talking because I'd had a conversation with my husband about how, like, do you think people, like, when they get into these relationships, like when they're young and they just think they're meant to be and then they break up, do you really think they're meant to be? Like, do you really think there's someone meant to be for you out there? And I was like, maybe not. Like, maybe yes, like, but I think everybody you encounter is somehow meant to be in your life, or meant to be, even if it's not forever, like they're meant to be there for some reason, like
they have some sort of wisdom or nugget, something to give you that you can take and stick in your pocket in your toolbox.
Even if they're really toxic and they were meant to come into your life to teach you not to take shit from toxic people.
Yeah, like my ex-husband.
It took me a long time to learn that lesson. It was a hard lesson to learn, but...
That's good. I like it. So was it everything you thought it was going to be?
Yes, it was so fun.
Good.
We should do this again sometime.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that are like, let's do this again. So maybe I'll do like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, round 2 of season 1.
Yeah.
Just like interview the same people. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Like interview the same people like a year later. Like, is your life different now? Like, is your life different now? Like, what has happened? Like, we should do it.
Okay, so on January 15th, 2021, same place, same time.
Yeah.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelbi Lawrance signing off. Until next time.